Let's go back now to the Big Ten, another ranked matchup in Week 7. Number 1, Ohio State visiting number 17, Illinois. Ohio State, shocker. Their defense is a little human, right? Oh my God, they allowed 16 points. Well, they're still really, really absurdly good on defense. Yes, they allowed 16 points. Illinois, 4 for 13 on third down, average 1.7 yards per carry. Altmaier never seemed comfortable to me in this game, and how could you be, right, against this Matt Patricia defense? It's like they have wings. They fly around so fast. Caleb Downs to Sonny Styles. This is an future NFL caliber defense, right? So many guys that are going to take that next jump. You actually have to beat this defense. You can't just play well and hope to win. You have to do something that is either out game planning or outperforming this defense. And that's going to be hard, I think, for a lot of teams to do because, one, they're more talented than you, and 2, they're probably better coached than you as a collective. So this Ohio State defense, very, very hard to stop, and I thought the offense kind of just had to be pedestrian-like, right? Julian Sayin, 19 of 27, 166 yards and 2 touchdowns, understands exactly what needs to be done, doesn't have to do much more. Pedestrian-like, I think, is a pretty decent way to put it because it's working. He doesn't have to do much more. They would run the ball until they couldn't get the big gains that they wanted, and then they would set Sayin up for a pass that would advance him. Find Jeremiah Smith, good things happen in this one. I thought it was pretty easy for Ohio State.
Yeah, for me, I need to eat crow once again on Illinois. I had them really high in the preseason polls. I thought Luke Altmaier would kind of show out this fall, and he has not done that. But overall, dude, this Bama defense, you mentioned kind of everything I was going to say. Having Caleb Downs, man, like what Caleb Downs might be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. And I don't stutter when I say that. What he does to an offense, the way he used him as like a Swiss Army knife, and they can move him around and play him anywhere. Right now they've got him playing the start sometimes, and he's playing up back at free safety, and they just move him around, and they make him so versatile in Matt Patricia's defense. I know Matt Patricia's having a lot of fun coaching him. And to be honest, Illinois, they still had more yards than Ohio State, but the one thing that really shot them in the foot was they had 3 turnovers, and that's a credit to the Ohio State defense. When you can force turnovers like that, you're usually going to win the ball game. And they won that turnover battle 3-0. Ohio State did. Illinois had 3. Ohio State had 0. And like you said, Julian Sayin, he's just doing what he needs to do. That's one thing. He's not turning over the ball. He's not making mistakes. He's just doing what he needs to do. And his job right now is so simple. It's, don't force the ball. Get the balls to Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith when needed, and just get first downs. And Ryan Day and Brian Hartline, I think, who's their OC now, just calling beautiful games for him just to play calm football. You don't need to try to stretch the field, or we don't need that big bang play right now. And that's the thing. Illinois, they had more first downs than Ohio State. They were on the field only 7 less minutes than Ohio State. They were doing some good things, but Ohio State completely shut down their running game, they were 1.7 yards per rush, and that's just really bad. But Illinois outpassed Ohio State. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like but then Ohio State had more yards per attempt. So we can do these stat matchups back and forth, but it's what the stat that you can't see is you can't see the Caleb Downs stat, and it affects the turnovers. The turnovers are the easiest stat to understand why Ohio State, they scored 21 points off 3 turnovers. And when you can convert turnovers to points, you're usually going to win the ball game pretty well.
Good win for Ohio State. I figured it would be this kind of game where, yes, Illinois' offense is pretty good. They might put some points on the board, but Ohio State would control and roll, and that's exactly what they did.